And I was actually incorrect. There are actually 4 oil flares surrounding my parents' house now. Here are 2, the twins, as I am now calling these guys. And then panning to the left, we have the giant flare that is, again, less than a mile south of where my parents live. This is directly across the road from where my parents are. And not sure if you can get that guy, but there is number 4 oil flare, spewing toxic gases into the environment constantly. So as I say, this is, you know, spending any time in the out of doors, you are seeing these flares. These flares, these 2 here, well, at least one of these is visible from my parents' living room. So you can see it out the window, blazing away there. And you can see it from, you know, from anywhere in the vicinity. So, you know, I just want to let everyone know what's going on in these rural areas. And I mean, this is absolutely criminal to do. You know, if it's not legally criminal, it should be. But it's definitely morally criminal to have poisonous gas spewing into the surrounding area with these flares. You know, again, no regulation as far as where these things are, how many of these things there are. And as you can see, we're having a beautiful Saskatchewan sunset here. But this is an area made much, much less beautiful by what the oil industry is doing here. And this is just a little close-up of one of these flares. I can hear coyotes howling in the background. And these creepy alien glowing lights all across. No, we got a second one there. Got another one down there. We've got another rig right there, so that's likely going to be another flare. And as I say, this is far from an isolated scenario. This is the case all throughout Southeastern Saskatchewan, not just Southeastern Saskatchewan, but this is a prime kind of oil area. And these flares are absolutely dotting the landscape in this whole area. Surrounding people's homes. And you know, as you know, alternative energy technologies continue to be suppressed, this is what we get. You know, this is, you know, it's a race to the finish line, right? It's a race to just sort of dry hump every last cent out of the oil industry before the alternative technologies come in, which will likely be just as controlled, you know, and just as manipulated, and, you know, probably just as criminal as the oil industry. There you see that third flare through the trees there, flickering away. My beautiful home, and you know, it's it rips my heart out to see this going on, and to see, you know, my parents having to live around these things, to see our neighbors and friends getting ill, and even, you know, potentially losing their lives over what's going on here.